Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gun, Trubisky, flushed out right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Call it a... Pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Patterson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Flush to his right. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
That's the reason we born for.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Murray with a 3rd and long. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Murray now on first down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And some room to roam now. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And able to get this this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray, that's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
1st down, Murray. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now it's Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Final minute now of the third quarter.
10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run with Patterson. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
13 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Down Packers.
Pick it up.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Cordero Patterson had the 2nd fastest play of 2019. He hit 22.23 miles an hour on a touchdown run, and he found a top gear here as well. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 23 yards on the play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Murray off play action. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the option, Trubisky. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he finds Montgomery complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Montgomery, a 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3. At the
throwing here, Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Murray now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
To the running
We got a plane to catch.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. Montgomery. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,